But anyway, well, in the episode of Fallout 4, so we're gonna go ahead and talk to...
You're the new recruit I heard about. Huh, not what I was expecting.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Danse vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Is this where I get my power armor?
Ha! That's always the first question from the new guys. Let's see. I just fixed up a pretty decent T-60 suit. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. It's sitting in Bay 3. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
I understand.
Good. Anyway, if you need any work done on your power armor, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Okay. You might want to put those away before you stab someone. Shit.
If you find any technical documents, you should bring them to Proctor Quinlan for analysis.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't fight.
Why are you in there?
I'm glad you asked. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Okay. We don't crash. I thought I heard something. Something. Okay, who else?
I'd gladly lay down my life to keep humanity from repeating the apocalypse.
Let's let's go right.
Excuse me,
Glad you finally
Captain Cade.
stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Can it wait?
That's fine. But I can't clear you for active duty until you've completed the exam and I give you a clean bill of health. Let me know when you're ready.
Captain Cade?
Ah, you're back. Good. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
There wasn't that much radiation around before the bombs fell.
Before the bombs? What? Let me check my notes. You were a vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
Never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
That happens often enough for you to have a question about it?
You'd be surprised how many wastelanders answer yes to that question. Fortunately, the Brotherhood finds that type of behavior absolutely
blame them.
distasteful. Since you haven't spent too much time in the wasteland, I'll assume your answer is no. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
Nope. No problem whatsoever.
Excellent. You'll fit in quite well around here. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
You got a lot of pockets. Can you put those away for once? No. I really have to download that one mod just to push him over.
Proctor Quinlan.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Danse's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Does anyone did Bethesda ever try to fix his face?
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Doubt. I doubt. Okay, we need to get up. Or... Wait. Okay, whatever. Whatever. Okay, so what's the thing? Maxed in, okay.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just... what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay, sure.
Unless you like getting shot, never turn your back on it.
I love bullets. Yes, I do. No, I don't. I don't know. What are you doing, man? Don't you dare go outside. Okay. I guess that works. Yeah, that's alright. I don't know if I want to use the T-49 armor, but it's kind of debatable right now because of the White Death paint variation. I just don't know.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
You could have just activated that at a different time.
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile.
I'm just shocking his brain
Understood?
right now.
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips.
It'll be a pleasure to exterminate that mutant filth.
Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed, and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
Now you have the blind. Good doggo. Good doing, doggo. Huh? Well, might as well get on now.
I'm afraid I'm not equipped to travel on a vertibird. I'll catch up.
Okay.
You're green, and we're cleared for release.
I'm tempted.
Having
Why
the
did
Pridwin
I
move above
decide to be in the
airport
dark?
Keeps the Brotherhood within striking distance of the city.
Can it be lighter? good thing I have the target some enchantment that makes me see people in the dark or when I'm aiming, aka right click, or also it'd be impossible for me to know where the enemy is in the dark. This is dark as heck.
Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights.
I mean, it would be a whole lot better if, you know, if I was down there myself. You're down.
Primary target down. Look at that thing, please.
How can you tell it's dark?
Down and then hightail it back to the Pridwin for repairs.
Okay, now we're going down. Okay, Mr. Invisible. This is a bad idea. Danse, can you ever put a helmet on?
That's the last of them.
You sure? I'm sure I saw like a whole lot more. Guess not.
rise, these reinforced structures would make excellent cover.
Oh my god, can those messages not appear? I swear, I have to delete that app. It's just appear in the middle of my gaming. It makes me think I'm lagging or I'm crashing, but it's just there. I thought I just crashed, but no, I didn't crash. Like, yeah, thanks for appearing in the middle of the game.
It's going to be difficult finding anything useful in this mess.
Uh-huh. Wait. Oh, I'm supposed to go this way, never mind. And I need to go to that big building. Okay. I mean, I really want to wear that storyteller armor, but the white death variation, it kind of makes you invisible during combat, but the enemies can still see you apparently. But it also makes your bullets explode upon impact on an enemy, or at least have an explosive chance.
I hope you aren't expecting me to sort through this.
But
I hear something.
it's whatever.
What's that?
May appear abandoned, but that doesn't mean we should drop our guard.
Go ahead and hide, little bleeder! Come out, wherever you are!
Okay, this place is just useless.
I wonder what caused all the discord around here.
Yeah. It's not hard to find out.
Nice.
No.
Yeah, that works.
I'm glad my intakes have a dust filter.
Uh-huh.
Got it.
The past yields such interesting finds.
Yeah, I don't care. going through there. Okay, there's not really much up here. That's what I want anyway. Move. Thanks, I didn't want to go sit around here. Yeah, let's look at the elevator right now.
This is a fascinating scenario. They're out there. Found a target again.
No.
Are you injured, sir? Any idea where they went? Right after all.
What's the other? What are they shooting at? This must be all filled with flatmans. Oh, here's this one.
Quite a few impressive devices around here.
Yeah, too bad I can't take it, but yeah, I got a better one. Yeah, I got one that glows in the dark, so it's good enough for me. Someone die? Secure this place. Oh, it looks pretty secure to me. And, well, probably not, but yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, got it. That's it, okay. Okay, got it. Okay, next thing is, speak of the dance. Here you go, buddy. Dance. What you doing, Dance? Did you get stuck somewhere? Dance, buddy. I don't know where you are. Is he still over here?
Well, there certainly isn't much left of whatever this was.
Dance, where the heck are you, Dance? I mean, I could look through the compass, but I don't know. Okay, let's actually just find him and not just wander around here. Okay, it seems like he's like over here. Yeah, he is, okay. What are you doing?
Paladin Danse.
Look at this place.
You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Why do you hate super mutants so much?
They're responsible for the death of a close friend, a Brotherhood knight named Cutler. So when you ask if I hate them, I say hate's too gentle a word. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
How could synths bring about our destruction?
If the synths reached the point where they outnumbered mankind, how long would it take for them to decide we were no longer necessary? They certainly possess the capability to make more of their own kind, so we'd become expendable. And with Institute technology on their side, nothing could stop them. Not even the Brotherhood. It's a nightmare scenario almost too terrible to contemplate. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
I'm not certain what caused this mess.
Paladin
I
Danse.
suspect that we
Ready
weren't
to
here
continue our
find
mission,
out.
soldier?
That depends. How are you feeling?
I'm locked and loaded and ready to take on the enemy. When you're ready to go, I'm right behind you.
Ready.
Roger that. Don't worry, boy. I'll make sure this soldier comes home alive.
Talk about the dog. Okay, that was not what I was expecting to go through, but okay. Screw you. And then magically appear right here. The world's smallest elevator. Well, world's smallest standard elevator. It's probably wrong, but you know, it's whatever. Let's see here. Just walk out. Just walk out, and we're all good. Yeah. Oh yeah, so this power armor frame and the clothing that it came with, it basically recharges the power core, the fusion core is what it basically does, but not by a huge much. Not that I could tell anyway, so something. Actually, I might as well actually manually save right now. Okay, now we can just go up here. Yeah. Too bad you can't have both of these both of those back parts together at the same time on the model. Whatever, I don't know. Yeah.
If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Might take.
Uh-huh. We good, game? Yeah, we good.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
What happens at Fort Strong now?
Paladin Danse is supervising the transfer of the Fat Man warheads to the Prydwen. They'll provide quite an edge to our arsenal. I've also ordered a detachment to occupy the location, and use it as a staging area to protect the eastern side of the airport. All in all, you handed us quite a valuable location.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. Our latest intelligence tells us you've infiltrated the Institute, and liberated a valuable holotape from their facility. I'm quite disappointed you chose to build the signal interceptor without the Brotherhood Knight. However, you've secured passage to and from their facility, which was one of our primary goals. So, I'm willing to overlook your lapse in judgment, since you've unexpectedly accelerated our plans. I now have 2 missions for you to complete. First and foremost, I want you to bring that holotape to Proctor Ingram right away. There could be data vital to the success of our mission on that tape, so we can't afford to take any chances.
How am I supposed to? I don't
The
think I
second
have
part
it
of your
anymore.
mission requires a bit of background to explain. About 10 years ago, the Brotherhood began recruiting civilian scientists from the capital wasteland to assist with various projects. During this process, we were able to obtain the services of Dr. Madison Lee, a noted mind in the field of nuclear engineering.
By recruiting, you mean they forced her to join?
Being at war leaves little room for compassion. That said, Dr. Lee's contributions to our cause were instrumental in maintaining order in the capital wasteland. After some time, she developed differences with the Brotherhood, and exiled herself to the Commonwealth. We're fairly certain that her intent was to make contact with the Institute.
What sort of differences?
Although she was working with the Brotherhood of Steel, she never formally joined as a scribe. After the capital wasteland was secured, she objected to the Brotherhood's continued military presence there. I think she assumed we would just walk away from it all. She was wrong. Your mission is simple. Once you're inside the Institute, we want you to track down Dr. Lee's whereabouts. If you find out that she's still alive, make contact with her and convince her to return to the Brotherhood of Steel. There's a special project we're working on, and it needs her attention.
What's this project that needs her attention?
Dr. Lee previously worked on a potent weapon for the Brotherhood of Steel. We'd like her to continue where she left off. That's all I can tell you. Just keep your mind on the mission, and don't let anything they say sway you from your duty. Good luck, Knight.
Okay. Okay.
Vertibird docking systems and fusion coolant field.
Okay.
Systems reporting green.
Yikes. This is gonna be weird. Yeah. Weird. Screw you. Teleportation much? But anyways, in all seriousness, let's go ahead and get that thing from the guy. Yeah.
You're dropping that.
Thanks. Thanks, game. You're awesome. That's kind of weird. Okay, I should have did the thing. Oops. I'll be back. Okay, as you can see, I still have the effect of death on me. So I'm gonna have to Alright. Don't know what happened to all of the ammo. Oh, there it is.
My old man taught me that duct tape could fix anything. I don't think he was talking about bullet holes.
Sturgis, remember that holotape with all the Institute data? I need it back.
Oh, yeah? Why? What have you got cooking?
I'm working on something with the Brotherhood of Steel. They want to look at the data I got from the Institute.
The Brotherhood, huh? I sure hope you know what you're doing. Here you go. I've already made myself a copy.
Okay. Okay, so now to go into the Institute and do the do. There it is. Right? Is that where we're going? That doesn't help. I think we are going to the Institute, so yeah, let's just go in there to check it out. I have no idea what's happening with the quality thing. It always one of jumps to low quality to medium quality. I don't know what's going on. It's kind of weird. Like, I don't know why it's changing quality like, every single time within the game.
From what I hear, that rogue scent at Libertalia was a
like,
real
I can always
mess.
change the graphics settings to whatever I want, but I actually don't really need it to be as low as it is. I just have it low. Obviously, I can't. I don't know where she is. I guess I'm gonna have to find her somewhere. I think she would be somewhere. Hold up. Hold up. Okay, yeah, so never mind. I know where she is. Okay. She's the other one. She's I think she's either in robotics or the. No, I don't think she's in robotics. I think she's the other one. Right? Yeah, let's just try this area. Oh yeah, it's showing here. Okay. I'm a doof. I'm a doof. What a doof. I'm a doof. Doof. Doofmishberts. English. Oh yeah, I forgot. I set scale. I forgot when I was going back and on the restart, I set this to like the wrong height. No, I can't change it. I can't change it. Oh well.
Dr. Lee.
You again. What do you want now? You're obviously here for a reason, and you've already spoiled my experiment, so you might as well spit it out.
Let's just say that you've regained the attention of a certain group that I represent.
Stop beating around the bush. It's obvious that you're from the Brotherhood of Steel. I knew it was just a matter of time before your people would track me down. I've been looking over my shoulder for almost a decade, waiting for them to send someone like you to kill me.
I'm only here with good intentions. You have my word.
You're giving me your word, even though we just met? Fine. Since Father trusts you, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. I might not agree with everything he says, but I know he'd never allow harm to come my way. Say what you came here to say, and then leave me alone.
Are you happy here?
You'd think being surrounded by cutting-edge laboratory equipment and some of the greatest minds the world's ever known would be enough. Only problem is the lack of transparency. I don't think we get the full story on everything that occurs down here. What does that have to do with why we're talking?
The Brotherhood needs your help, Doctor.
Needs my help. Why? They seemed to have everything under control when I left.
The Brotherhood is having problems, and we need your help.
I don't see how that's my problem. Tell me something. Why would I possibly want to come crawling back to the Brotherhood? What reason would I have to throw away everything I've accomplished here?
Father trusts me, and so should you.
He trusts you because you're family. I'm not. I can't just take your word for it. I need more than that.
The Brotherhood has always been straight with you.
I am getting a bit tired of all the secrets around here. Sometimes I feel like Father isn't being straight with me. Like there are things I'm not supposed to know about. I don't like that. But still, how can I turn my back on all of this?
Your work could be instrumental in freeing the Commonwealth.
You really know how to push my buttons, don't you? You know, I never understood why the Institute was so damn selfish. All those innocent people up there, dying. And here I am surrounded by technology that could make their lives better. Yet we hide down here and insulate ourselves from everything and everyone. It's not right. It's not right. I'll make my way back to the Brotherhood. But I'm going to have to do it on my own. I can't take any chances being seen with you. Tell whoever sent you that they've just regained the services of Dr. Madison Lee.
I mean, I could always just do the zoomy from here. I talk English. Dun da 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 da. You miss a spot. How many joking? What am I doing?
Elder Maxon.
I received word that Dr. Lee is returning to us. How cooperative do you think she'll be?
I've convinced her that the Institute is the enemy, not the Brotherhood.
Well done, Knight. As soon as Dr. Lee arrives, we'll interrogate her aboard the Pridwood. She's been under the Institute's influence for the last decade, and we can't afford to take any chances. Now, I believe you still possess an important piece of data that Proctor Ingram is eagerly awaiting. I want you to bring it to her immediately. Once again, Knight, you don't fail to impress. Dismissed.
Okay, doke. So I think the quest I have to end on from here in this Brotherhood of Steel quest for now would have to be the
Attention! Any soldiers who have not yet received...
it would have to be the what's it called? Blinding betrayal, but I just don't have to turn it in basically.
Received a field assignment from Proctor Tegan should speak to him at once. That is all.
Oh man, if I'm late for muster one more time, Captain Kelly's gonna have me do 100 push-ups.
Uh-huh.
If you run into any synths, shoot to kill. We don't take
Is she not on here or in here?
Greetings, Knight.
Where are you? What? Oh, it's this. Alright, she should... I think on the wiki it does say that she is in like 2 places sometimes, so... Okay, we can do that, alright. I don't know what you're really looking at. Instead of like steel beams and... Yeah. Okay.
If Dumb and Ugly had a child, it'd be a super mutant.
What's up, everybody?
Heard you got a new assignment.
Yeah, research patrol.
What you doing?
Proctor, I came across a holotape with a full scan of the Institute's network.
Thanks. You know, it's good to see you're still in one piece. Wasn't sure what the Interceptor would do to you.
I wasn't worried. After all, I built the device myself.
I have confidence in everything I built, too.
I don't know why I'm
That's
in
because
better...
I'll only deal with technology that I understand.
later.
Speaking of technology I don't understand, I'll get this holotape to Proctor Quinlan. I'm dying to find out what's on it.
I don't know why I'm in better quality, but everyone else is like low quality. Well, everyone else is not a companion of mine or something. I don't know.
Hopefully, it'll reveal a weakness in their defenses.
That would be the best case scenario. Before we jump to conclusions, let's see what Quinlan's scribes can get off of it. I'm sure the Institute has all of their data heavily encrypted, so it's gonna take some time to crack. After that, we'll have to see what we've got. There's no telling what we might have grabbed off their mainframe. In the meantime, I've got a new assignment for you. So, I bet you're eager to get your hands dirty on our new project. How much has Maxton told you about it?
He didn't tell me anything.
Makes sense. We've been trying to keep it under wraps until the time was right. Come on. It's this way. Unless you're blind as a bat, I'm sure you've noticed that we're building a gantry on the Tarmac. Maxon and Kells have been looking
Now I can finally go in here.
balance when we go toe-to-toe with the Institute. Now, the Pridwin might be a big beast, but she's not built for fighting.
So we're making the Liberty Prime. So what happened to Liberty Prime, huh? I don't know, because I didn't play the Broken Steel DLC because it was broken.
This storage bay full of parts is what's left of Liberty Prime. The Brotherhood used it in the Capital Wasteland as a weapon against the Enclave. It's the most advanced robot the Brotherhood has ever had at its disposal. In Unfortunately, Liberty Prime was destroyed in the line of duty. I've spent the better part of the last few years piecing him back together. And if you think that was easy, try rebuilding a Protectron while you're blindfolded.
Uh-huh. Don't know why you would want to do that blindfolded.
In order to get Liberty Prime fully operational, we're going to need your help.
No problem. I'm sure this only looks worse than it actually is.
I wish I had your confidence, because this is not going to be easy. Now, the good news is that we've got most of Prime's parts fully assembled. The bad news is that it's going to take more than a few rivets and some spot welding to get them working again. The first problem is its CPU. It's fragile, and every time we try to feed power to it, it blows itself out.
There's gotta be a way to solve that.
I do all the maintenance on the Pridwin, so you'd think it'd be a snap. As much as I hate to admit it, Prime's power systems are out of my league. Luckily, you were able to convince Dr. Madison Lee to return to the Brotherhood. She was on the original build team for Liberty Prime a little over a decade ago. I've already spoken to her, but she's reluctant to work on Prime for some reason. If you could get her down here to lend a hand with his power system, we can get the big guy moving.
Okay.
Once we decrypt that intel, you'll cover it.
Oh. Dude. Can you speak louder? Come on. Yikes. Ooh, boy. You good? How's it going? Lamo. It's just an excuse to just go through here and do that. Okay, you know.
Rat levels are spiking.
Uh-huh. I doubt that.
Attention. Halbert Pilot to Station Epsilon. Halbert Pilot report to Station Epsilon.
You're
That
an
is all.
inspiration to us all, Knight. Do us proud.
Put two in the head and they'll stay dead. Place to live on.
Dr. Lee.
If you're here to talk me into working on Liberty Prime, you can forget it.
What happened to your hair?
You promised you'd help us.
You're right, I did. But you neglected to mention that I'd be asked to work on Liberty Prime. I've been down this road with the Brotherhood before. Why would I make the same mistake twice?
Because we care what happens to the Commonwealth.
And we want to stop the Institute from using its technological superiority as a weapon.
You know, if anyone else wearing a Brotherhood of Steel uniform said something like that, I'd laugh in their face. But coming from you, it sounds like you actually mean it. Tell Proctor Ingram to get her scribes ready. It's going to take a hell of a lot of work to get Liberty Prime back online, but we'll get it done.
If you have a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss with you.
Does it have anything to do with the Brotherhood?
I wouldn't necessarily say that. This isn't a formal meeting. I simply want to clear the air. I think we may have gotten off on the wrong foot when we first met, and I feel like I owe you an apology. Expecting you to embrace the standards of the Brotherhood without having a history with us was unfair. And given that you've adjusted so well to our beliefs, I don't think I needed to push so hard.
That's very kind. Thank you.
Well, you deserve it. When I was an initiate, my sponsor was Paladin Krieg, toughest squad leader I ever served with. He was a model soldier, embodying the values every trainee was striving to achieve. Fiercely loyal, secure in his beliefs, and brave to a fault. From the moment I was assigned to his squad, I was singled out. It felt like he was pushing me harder than the rest of the team. I fought by his side for years, and we had some seriously close calls. But he never explained to me why I was treated that way.
It sounds like he was trying to motivate you.
If he was, I never got a chance to ask. After I was promoted to Paladin, and I'd moved on to my own squad, I received word that Krieg was killed at Adams Air Force Base. The news was like being kicked in the stomach. I mean, I'd lost some of my brothers and sisters before, but his death, well, it really got to me. It's taken me a long time to realize it. But the reason Krieg was so tough on me is the same reason I'm so tough on you. It's because I believe in you. And I don't want to see any of your potential go to waste.
What happened at Adams Air Force Base?
Back in the capital wasteland, the Brotherhood was at war with a traitorous group of rebels who called themselves the Enclave. They maintained a mobile command post at the remains of Adams Air Force Base, just outside of Washington, D.C. The Brotherhood spearheaded an assault on the command post, which was ultimately successful, but costly. Quite a few soldiers died in that battle, and Paladin Krieg was among them. He made his mark on history, and whether you choose to believe it or not, you have the potential to do the same.
I don't know what to say.
You don't have to say anything. Just keep doing what you're doing. Well, I've said what I had to say, and I hope that it meant something to you. I trust you'll keep this in confidence, of course. Some of that information was of a personal nature, and, well, I'd like to keep it that way. Would it be possible to speak off the record for a moment?
Off the record? That's not like you, Danse.
Which is why this is going to be difficult to say, so I'd appreciate it if you bear with me. When you were first placed under my sponsorship, I had some serious reservations about it. Despite all that, this has turned out to be a rewarding experience for both of us. At this point, honestly, I don't feel like there's anything else I could teach you about being a Brotherhood soldier that you don't already know. It's apparent from your attitude and your actions that you intend to keep those ideals close to your heart.
I know there's more you want to say. Go on.
Yes, I'm getting to that. I'm just not very good at these things. Let me start at the beginning. I grew up alone in the capital wasteland. Spent most of my childhood picking through the ruins and selling scrap. When I was a bit older and had a few caps to my name, I moved into Rivet City and opened a junk stand. While I was there, I met a guy named Cutler. We got along pretty well. Watched each other's backs and kept each other out of trouble. When the Brotherhood came through on a recruiting run, we felt like it was a way out of our nowhere lives. So we joined up.
I have a hard time picturing you as anything but a soldier.
Clearly, I was ignoring my calling. Anyway, about a year after we were posted to the Prydwen, Cutler vanished on a scouting op. It took some convincing, but I was able to persuade my CO to let me assemble a squad and search for him. It took almost 3 weeks, but we tracked his team down to a super mutant hive. Those wretched abominations had slaughtered everyone but Cutler. He should have been so lucky. The mutant bastards used their FEV to change him into one of their own kind. He wasn't Cutler anymore. I had to... It was my duty to put him down.
Are you sure there wasn't anything you can do to change him back?
The FEV effect is irreversible. There was nothing anyone could do.
Yes, it is reversible.
You did the right thing.
It's what I was taught. I don't know if it was right. Ever since Cutler died, I've seen other soldiers come and go. Some were brave, some were honest. Hell, some were even downright heroic. But I'd never considered any of them to be a good friend. A friend like Cutler was. Until now. It's a good feeling, but it frightens me all the same. Having a bond with someone, then losing them. It changes you. I don't want to go through that again.
I don't want to do that, but I want to do it at the same time. This is just for the sake of it. Let's just.
It would never be that way with me. I care about you too much to let that happen.
I didn't know you felt that strongly about well, about us. I'm sorry if I seem confused. You've certainly given me something to think about. I just thought you deserved to know how I felt. If you feel that I've overstepped my bounds, I completely understand. Whatever the case may be, I appreciate the fact that you took the time to listen.
Okay. Hi. You heard nothing.
I know this may sound like a strange question, but tell me, what do you think about Scribe Halen?
She's as dedicated as they come. Real team player.
I couldn't agree more. But I wasn't looking for an evaluation of her performance as a scribe. I wanted to know what you thought of Halen as a person.
As a person? It's not like you to ask me something like that.
No, it's not. The truth is, I'm worried about her. Since you and I are getting along so well, I felt like I could confide in you about it, to get your honest opinion.
She seems to be able to handle herself. Why are you worried?
Helen is a model scribe. This has nothing to do with her capabilities in the field. A few months before you found us, one of my men was shot multiple times by raiders. Halen stayed by that knight's side for 2 days straight, without sleep, fighting to keep him alive. But he was on a slow decline. I decided that his suffering needed to end, and ordered Halen to administer an overdose of painkillers, so he could die with dignity. Even though I'm certain she wanted to continue fighting for that knight's life. She injected him without question.
Are you asking?
Of course not. I stand by every order I've ever given. That soldier was gravely wounded. Even if, by some miracle, he happened to survive, he would have been paralyzed for life. But the decision whether or not to ease that soldier's suffering isn't the point here. The point is what happened later that same evening. Halen approached me while I was on watch. She didn't say a word, but I could tell something was wrong. After what felt like an eternity, she collapsed into my arms, crying. I didn't know what to do, so I just held her for a while. A few minutes later, she stopped, kissed me on the cheek, and simply said, "Thank you," before heading back into the police station. Right then it hit me. Maybe I pushed her too hard. I ordered her to ignore her instincts, to do something her medical training told her was wrong. That's why I'm worried about her, and for that matter, everyone under my command.
Come on, Danse. What is it you're really worried about here?
I don't know. Look, 4 soldiers. Over half of my team are gone. Each one of them died because of decisions that I made. I understand the risks that come with the job. We all do. But how can anyone have confidence in me anymore? Hell, how can I have confidence in myself?
Would it make you feel better if I told you that I believed in you?
Actually, it does. Well, looks like things have taken a turn. I signed up to be your sponsor, so I teach you everything that I know. but it looks like I'm the one that needed the lesson today. All joking aside, I'm pleased that we had this discussion. And with all the problems you're facing, you still took the time to listen. It's comforting to know that I can speak to you as more than just your commanding officer.
He shows up again. Why not? Why not?
You'd be there to hold me if I ever needed it.
I don't know. I never thought you'd ask me something like that. It would depend on the circumstances, but I suppose we'll just have to see what happens when the time comes. Anyway, thanks for letting me get that off my shoulders. I think it's been weighing on me more than I realized. I'm only sorry you had to see me at my worst instead of at my best.
I'm only doing the flirt option because, you know, it's there, and like, why not? You know, why not? It's there. It's an option. Why not press it? See what happens. Okay. Da 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 da. We good? Oh, are they legitimately doing it right now? Okay. Hey, wakey wakey, what you doing?
Wow, things are off to a good start. Isn't that right, Doctor?
I hope so. Prime suffered some significant damage to his memory core. I wish your people would have been a bit more careful, Proctor. The good news is that the damage isn't irreversible, and I should be able to get the power flowing into his CPU core without overloading. If your people stay out of my way, that is.
Charming, isn't she?
Wasn't she just up there?
Maybe I should teach her some manners.
That's not necessary. She isn't going to be much good to us if she's lying in a hospital bed. Besides, Dr. Lee's worth all the aggravation. We're working with one of Prime's original designers. I don't see it getting any better than that. In fact, since things are going so well, we're going to have you start building his electromagnetic actuators.
What do the actuators do?
Pretty simple, really. The actuators are what allows Liberty Prime's arms and legs to move. Prime's new limbs are way too heavy for the simple hydraulic pistons he had in the past. We're gonna have to rip those out, construct a brand new system using electromagnets, and install them in his limbs. What we need you to do is build the actuators for us.
Now that you know what the actuators are, you need to know how to make them. These are the plans and the materials list. Don't lose them.
Now, before you get that look on your face, you'll be happy to know that we have plenty of the raw materials on that list right here at the airport. The only thing we need you to head out and find is a high-powered magnet. According to Proctor Quinlan, the best place to find one is in any of the ruined hospitals around the Commonwealth. We've already sent out a few teams to find the rest of the high-powered magnets you'll need. They should be back by the time you return.
Once you start building the actuators, we need one for each limb, so you'll need to make a total of 4. Good luck.
Okay. Thanks. I don't know what to
Carry food with you or you might not be able to.
do. Okay, Captain Obvious, you can shut up right now. I can see Bethesda still has the same Skyrim thing where if you just walk up to them and they're like talkie-talkie. It's the usual Bethesda stuff, so... Whatever. Whatever. Okay, might as well enter in now. Yeah, I'm just gonna go in. Screw it, go away. I'm just gonna go in. boys. Green, we're good? Yeah, we're good.
Facilities like this were funded by privately owned corporations, more interested in making a profit than helping mankind.
Let me guess. Hey, buddy.
Please stand still and we shall...
Wait. Okay. All good. Self-destruct. I made one.
Please take cover. Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search.
Outstanding.
Thanks, Sergeant Dan.
Initiating search for hostile target. Basement. Fugitive has been located. Commencing attack. Warning. This unit
I just shot his head off.
If a threat of
Useless.
Find anything useful?
Don't leave anything behind.
Please stand still and we shall begin the procedure.
violence will
Okay.
You stand still.
Buddy, what are you doing? What you doing, buddy? Fine?
violence will tolerate.
What you doing, buddy? Wanna come in here? Nice. Okay, now let's focus where we're supposed to go and do stuff. So it's somewhere in this level, but let's see here.
Got it.
Okay. I don't know where everyone else is, but it's whatever. Let's just search every inch. So let's see where this Elver goes. Oh, there you are. Nope, not having any luck. Wait. Huh. Oh, dang it.
I wonder what caused all the discord around here.
Oh well.
Ground floor. Ground floor.
Ah, okay.
Basement.
Up to we're right here. What the where is it? I'll have to go back once I find it. Okay, I think this elevator should get us up there.
Standing.
Basement.
Fugitive.
Though we already did this elevator, but
Evade. Capture. Beginning pursuit.
Second floor.
the... Nope, never mind.
Continuing search for fugitive.
Please stand still and we shall...
Anything useful? Leave anything useful behind.
Wait, I should be looking up and down.
Please step into the open and identify yourself. All abiding citizens have nothing to fear. False alarm. Standing down.
Should you be out of your...
Yeah.
You stand still.
No prisoners! Safety's off!
Oh. Fudge. No. Back inside. Yes. Dang it. What am I doing?
This is the part of the job that I'm...
Huh. Okay. So apparently we go to a different part this way. Weirdly.
Yes.
What's the use of this room? Bone cutter, well, custom made. Custom made, whatever. Huh. Okay. I guess that's why.
Oh, back to the usual date. Please stand still.
Anyway.
Facilities like this are funded by private
this. Okay, might as well get myself out of here. Okay, let's make those actuators. I'm not listening to you. Oh. What? Huh. Nice. So, is there something on the other side of the wall? Something I'm missing? Oh, okay. Okay, got the pieces. What are you doing here?
You know those synths with the plastic faces? They creep me the heck out.
What's this?
Ingram?
That's all 4 actuators. Delivered and done. Nice work.
Right on schedule. I've completed the restoration of Prime's basic functions, and he's ready to go. In fact, it's getting difficult to explain to the system why it can't move right now.
Well, as soon as my scribes get those actuators in place, we'll have his arms and legs installed in no time. Which brings me to your next assignment. It won't be long before Prime can walk and talk, but he's missing one last important element. His nukes. Without them, his offensive systems aren't operating at peak capacity.
What's Prime armed with?
Prime has 2 weapon systems, his eye laser and his nuke pack. The eye laser can target a hostile from hundreds of yards out and take it down with pinpoint accuracy. His nukes are modified Mark 28 nuclear bombs. They used to drop the things from bombers during the war. Just one of the nukes is equivalent to about 3 or 4 Fat Man shells. Basically, whatever it hits isn't getting up again. His eye laser is almost ready to go, but without nukes to load into his pack, he's fighting at less than half his capability.
Shouldn't be a problem. Just tell me where they are.
I wish I could. Prime's bomb pack is fitted for Mark 28 nuclear bombs, the same type of bombs that were dropped from aircraft during the Great War. The Commonwealth was a major staging area for the military's air force, so we assumed we wouldn't have trouble finding them. But since we arrived, our scouting teams haven't located a single bomb.
That's going to be a problem. Without a fully loaded nuke pack, Prime won't have the firepower to take on the Institute.
Can I build the nukes like I built the actuators?
I could build you 1,000 nuke casings, right now, but we've got nothing to put inside them. The Mark 28s have a specialized nuclear payload that requires the correct balance of fissile materials in order for them to detonate properly. In other words, I'd love to mix you a cocktail, but I'm all out of liquor. But before you give up hope, there's actually a silver lining here. Proctor Quinlan has located some records regarding a military installation, which was used as a nuclear weapons storage facility. We're fairly certain this included a stockpile of the Mark 28s. The catch is that the installation is located somewhere within the glowing sea.
I'll head out there immediately.
Good, because that's exactly what we're asking you to do. Scribe Halen's established a communications point on the frontier of the glowing sea. I suggest you head out there first, and establish a signal protocol with her so that the nukes can be airlifted out once you've located them. Hopefully, by the time you've returned, we'll be ready to wake Prime up, and you can say hello. Good luck, Knight.
Okay, doke.
Rearming Prime with nukes should get him back to full fighting potential.
Yeah, okay. Oh. Okie dokie. You know what? I'm just gonna end it here. So I'll see you next time. So good day and goodbye.